Hello, my name is Dr. Tyronne Carter. You may know me as Dr. Fun from America's Fun Science and from the PBS series Hands on Science. Please click on the word subscribe below on your YouTube screen to help support America's Fun Science. Today, I will be reading for you from my original children's book, Girls Know STEM too, Tyronne. The hard copy contains a STEM project that you can build at home, a balloon rocket car, and you can do it at home with your family. And this is also available at americasfunscience.com. Please enjoy my book. And if you're a Spanish speaker, you can follow along by reading the text. Stay safe and stay smart. Thank you. Girls Know STEM too, Tyronne. Story by Dr. Tyronne E. Carter. Tyronne Carter, kid scientist, is a 12-year-old African American boy growing up in a poor neighborhood on Felton Street in West Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Tyronne loves science, music, and reading. He reads a whole book each night. Tyronne thinks he's a scientist, but really, he's just a slightly absent-minded little kid who wears a lab coat that is too big. One winter morning, Tyronne Carter, kid scientist, was still sleeping in bed, fast asleep. Ty was sleeping past the time he was supposed to get up on a school day. His younger brothers, Vernon and Gary, had already eaten breakfast and had left out the front door for school. Only Billy was left to wake up Tyronne so he could get to school on time. Tyronne's mother was getting upset that her oldest boys hadn't left for school. Mom called out to them, "Billy, Tyronne, hurry up! Get up out of that bed and get ready for school. All the other kids are halfway to school by now." Billy said, "Mom, that Tyronne is still sleeping in the bed." Mom said, "Wake that boy up right now before I have to come up those steps." Billy said, "Okay, Mom." Billy got his toy water gun. Then he filled the toy water gun with cold water from the bathroom sink and ran back into the room where Tyronne was sleeping soundly. Billy crept silently beside Tyronne's bed, pulled back the covers, squirted the water on his face, and yelled, "Mama said wake up, boy!" Tyronne jumped out of bed screaming, "Mama, Billy squirted water on me." Mom said, "Boy, a little water won't hurt you. Now get up out of that bed before you're late for school." "Okay, Mom." So Tyronne rushed to put his clothes on and put his winter coat over just his undershirt. He went to school without realizing he only had an undershirt on. Ty took off his winter coat when he got to school and discovered he had no shirt on. The kids laughed at Ty for forgetting his shirt. Ty felt bad, but tried to forget his hurt feelings. Another student lent him a sweater to wear for the day. While everyone else in the class was reading, Ty stopped paying attention and read ahead in the book. When the teacher called on him, he got in trouble for not knowing the correct page. The teacher asked Ty to enter the annual Louis C. Cassidy Science Fair to make up for his goofing off in class. Tyronne refused to enter the fair out of fear of failing and being laughed at again. Tyronne's dad talked to him
at home that night. Tyrone Benjamin Banneker was a scientist who was born a slave. Benjamin overcame all his troubles to design and build a clock made entirely of wood from memory. He also used his photographic memory to lay out the design for the entire city of Washington, D.C. I know you were laughed at in school, but success is a long journey that you can overcome if you don't give up. Always take your time so you can do a good job. Remember, the longest way around is the safest way home. After talking to his father, Tyrone changed his mind and decided to enter the school science fair. He quickly put together a balloon rocket car to make his teacher happy, but he did not do a good job. This is the car he made. The next day, Ty demonstrated his balloon rocket car to the class at Lewis C. Cassidy Elementary School, but it didn't work very well. Ty was bullied and laughed at again for his failed invention. Tyrone remembered his friend Izzy, whom he met at a summer science camp in West Philadelphia. Izzy is also 12 years old. She was born in Mexico, but now lives in West St. Paul, Minnesota. She loves music, reading, and science. Maybe Izzy knows someone who could help him invent a better balloon rocket car. Ty called his friend Izzy and asked for her help. Izzy said she had 2 friends who also loved science, and the 3 of them would help. 2 weeks later, Ty visited Minneapolis to see his Uncle Walter, who goes by his family nickname of Bug. Tyrone arranged to see Izzy at her home in St. Paul while he was there. Izzy, I am working on a project for school. I built a balloon rocket car, but it doesn't look great. And it doesn't work well. Do you know any boys from your school who can help me? Izzy says, I think this is a STEM problem, and I know just the people to help you. Tyrone said, STEM? What is STEM? I thought this was a science problem. Well, okay, Izzy. Do you know any boys that know STEM? Izzy responded, What are you talking about? Girls know STEM too, Tyronne. I want you to meet my friends Alexis and Olivia. Alexis is 12 years old and lives in North Minneapolis. She was born in the U.S., but her ancestors are from the Takar tribe in Cameroon, Africa. Alexis loves science, dance, and reading. Olivia is 12 years old and lives in South Minneapolis. Olivia was born in Norway, but moved to Minnesota at the age of 4. Olivia loves science, art, and reading. Tyrone said, I'm sorry for not believing in you. Can you girls please explain to me what STEM is? Izzy said, Of course, Tyrone. You are still our friend. We just had to get you straight. Remember, girls know STEM too. Izzy said, STEM is an acronym that stands for science, number 1, number 2, technology, Number 3, engineering. And number 4, math. Here are the first 3 steps for engineering design used in STEM. Number 1, ask. Identify the problem requirements that must be met and limitations that must be considered. Number 2, imagine. Brainstorm answers and research ideas. Look at and think about what others have done before. Number 3, plan. Pick 2 to 3 of the best ideas from your brainstormed list and draw designs. Then choose a single design to build a prototype or model from. Here are the last 3 steps for engineering design used in STEM. Number 4, create. Build a working model or prototype that matches your design. Number 5, test. Evaluate the solution through testing. Collect and analyze data. Summarize good and bad things about your design that you saw during testing. Number 6, improve. Based on the results of your tests, make your design better. Identify changes you make and tell why they are good. That night, back home in Philadelphia, Tyronne dreamed about STEM and the engineering design process. He awoke from his dream to build a new and improved balloon rocket car using the STEM engineering design principles. The balloon rocket car was great. Ty won first place at the Cassidy Science Fair competition, and everyone cheered, even Billy. What I learned: everyone is afraid. Don't let fear stop you from succeeding. Girls know STEM too. The end. Check out our book at americasfunscience.com, and you can also get our first book at americasfunscience.com. Thank you.